All right, let's get into it. You got this brilliant idea, right? Something that you know could be a real game changer. You're all fired up, ready to build, ready to launch, and then bam, you hit the first major fork in the road. I mean, you can see it all so clearly. You know the product, you know the service, you know exactly the value you're bringing to the table. The ambition is there, the plan's coming together. It feels real. And there it is. That's the question. The one that can stop even the most confident entrepreneur dead in their tracks. Do you go for the massive reach of a website, or do you aim for that deep personal connection of a mobile app? It feels like it's just a tech decision, but trust me, it goes so much deeper than that. Okay, so let's completely reframe this whole debate right now. This isn't about code, it's not about what's trendy. The real question, the one you need to ask yourself is, what is my number one business goal right this second? And this, right here, this changes everything. Think of it like this. Web apps are your engine for acquisition. Their job is to get you discovered, to attract people who've never even heard of you. Mobile apps, on the other hand, they're your tool for engagement. They're for turning those new users into loyal fans. See? It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about understanding the sequence. So let's start where pretty much every new business should, getting found. Your web app or your website is basically your storefront on the busiest digital street in the entire world. It's how people are going to stumble upon you in the first place. So what is a web application really? It's just software you get to through a web browser. Like Chrome, Safari, whatever. You don't have to download anything, no installation. If you've got internet, you're in. And that simplicity, that's its superpower. So why are they so good at finding new customers? Well, for starters, there's instant access. Nobody has to go to an app store and wait for a download. They just click a link. That means they're super discoverable on search engines. When someone Googles a problem, they can find you as the solution. Plus, web apps work on any device. They're usually cheaper to build at first, and any updates you make are live for everyone instantly. It's fantastic. And this right here, this is the secret sauce for your early strategy. Your web app isn't just a brochure, it's a learning lab. Every single person that visits gives you valuable data, feedback that you can use to make your idea even better, long before you think about spending big on a mobile app. Okay, so you've used your website to build an audience. Awesome. Now what? How do you keep them coming back? How do you become part of their daily routine? Well, that's where the mobile app shines. Think of it as the VIP key you hand out to your absolute best customers. So, unlike a web app, a mobile app is something people have to actively download from an app store and install on their phone. It literally lives on their device, right there on their home screen, becoming a part of their world. And this is why they are absolute powerhouses for engagement. You get a direct line to your customer with push notifications. You can tap into the phone's hardware, the camera, the GPS, to create really cool, unique experiences. Some features can even work offline. And honestly, the user experience is usually way smoother. But maybe the biggest thing? Your brand's icon is sitting there on their home screen, a constant, friendly reminder. Okay, the strategy makes sense. But, strategy always has to meet the real world. So let's break down the practical stuff, the costs, how people actually find you, and the security side of things. Yeah, development cost is a huge one. Web apps are generally simpler. You build it once, and it pretty much works everywhere. Mobile apps? Whoa, that's a different story. You often need totally separate versions for iPhones and Android phones, and each one needs its own design, its own updates, and all of that drives the cost way up. And how people find you is a whole different ballgame. For websites, it's all about SEO, search engine optimization. You're trying to get Google to love you. For mobile apps, it's ASO, App Store optimization. You're not competing on the open web. You're trying to stand out inside the walled gardens of the Apple App Store and Google Play. They are two completely different skills. And of course, we've got to talk security. Web app security is mostly about your server, but mobile apps, they can ask for permission to access really personal stuff on a person's phone. That means earning user trust is absolutely critical. For both, though, one thing is non-negotiable. You have to be crystal clear about what data you're collecting and why. So we've got web for finding customers and mobile for keeping them. But what if you need a bit of both, especially when you're just starting out? Well, the great news is that we've moved beyond this simple either-or choice. I mean, just imagine. What if you could give your users an experience that feels just like an app, but without making them go to the App Store? What if you could actually bridge that gap between discovery and loyalty?
Well, you can. Say hello to the Progressive Web App, or PWA. And honestly, this is a total game changer. It's basically a website that's been given superpowers so it acts and feels just like a native mobile app.
Here's how it works. It's so cool. A user finds your PWA just by doing a regular Google search. They visit your site, and if they like what they see, they get a little prompt to add it to their home screen. One tap, no app store, and boom, it's there. From that point on, it can even work when they're offline and send them push notifications. It is truly the best of both worlds. And that really just brings it all home, doesn't it? The most successful companies out there, they don't see this as a fight between web and mobile. They see it as a journey, and they use the right tool for the right stage of that journey. So, I'll just leave you with this one question. Think about your business, right here, right now. What is the single most important thing you need to do? Do you need to get discovered by the widest audience possible, or do you need to become an indispensable daily habit for the customers you already have? The answer to that question, that's your starting line.